welcome to a new episode of More Nerds Than Mics, the only podcast in our dorm. Is it? Is it the only one that's recorded in our dorm, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Everything else is recorded.
99% sure.
Yeah, I know, because the Anytime special is recorded in Danny's house.
Who's a fuck?
Oh, I mean Danny's apartment.
Apartment.
It's not a house
so
yet.
It's not really... But I guess the majority of the people on that podcast do live here.
They do.
They do.
You know,
but it's not
2/3
recorded
of
in
them.
there. So this is the only podcast recorded in the storm.
Yay!
So far.
So far, until Trevor
I'm gonna
learns our secrets and makes his own podcast in his own room with Keimon. But yeah, my name is Kevin. You can follow me on Twitter at AuthorKayla. That is AuthorKlau, and we're gonna go around and introduce everyone else.
I'm Ryan. It's Keimon. I'm back.
I'm Josh.
And we have two special guests today. First one.
Michael, and I'm not very special.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Everyone's special.
My mom says that.
And then we also have...
I'm Trevor. I'm less special.
Don't steal my bit. Dump that bit all on my fucking own.
Okay, so Michael's not special, and Trevor's even less special?
I'm not special to anyone, though.
But you say you're less special.
Yes. I don't know.
Then
Are
you less special than Michael?
ways.
Like, who are you comparing yourself to?
I don't know. I'm bullshitting.
You just gotta stop rolling with this watered down version of my bit.
Yeah, you know.
I have a Twitter, too, that I can plug.
If you want to.
At Spotless Mind SIU.
Spotless Mind.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what that's referencing.
Yeah, what's the spotless mind here? Trevor, can you tell us the...
Here's Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hello, Ben.
What the hell?
There's a shit ton of people
Yeah,
here
it's
now.
crowded today.
It's like that John Mulaney skit that I remember. It's like there's a cop that enters into a basement and it's like a whole bunch of drunk, HE teenagers yelling, "Fuck, duh, police." I don't know if you guys watched that John Mulaney skit, but...
I haven't. But yeah, so for those of you who are here and haven't really heard the podcast, we usually just talk about the pop culture things that we witnessed this week. You know, be it movies, books, comics, TV shows, stuff like that. I'm going to have Ryan go...
Let's start at that.
Go this way. Okay. Trevor, do you want to start?
Oh, yeah. I have a bunch of things that I want to talk about. Mainly stuff that I've witnessed this week. I went and saw Doctor Strange yesterday, and opinions aside about Doctor Strange, I want to talk about one specific trailer that I saw in front of it, and that was XXX Return of Xander Cage. It looks so fucking ridiculous and dumb that I'm going to see it the day it comes out. It looks...
I mean, the first movie was just as bad. But
I've never seen the first movie, but,
wasn't there a second movie as well?
Yeah, that one
with Ice Cube, and... when the trailer finished and the AMC title card just the trailer finishes and
he's just he's flying up the airplane.
And Samuel L. Jackson's like, do your job, get the girl, and look dope while you're doing it. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
That's his government-associated job. That's what it says on it.
Yeah. And, when the trailer ended and that AMC title card came, it was like, Return of Xander Cage, January 20th. I'm just, laughing so hard in my seat. I'm trying to, keep a straight face. I was like, that looks so fucking dumb. But yeah, then, and so that happened, and that was the only trailer that really caught my eye that I hadn't really, seen before, and, holy shit, it looks so dumb and ridiculous that I'm going to buy my ticket once they go on sale.
All right. Are you wanting to get through?
I'm just kind of, figuring out what I'm gonna do next.
All right.
But yeah, then Doctor Strange came on, and who here has seen Doctor Strange?
That plays well for a podcast.
No, Michael and I haven't seen it yet. Ben hasn't seen it yet either.
Okay.
So no spoilers. This is a spoiler-free podcast.
No spoiler. But what did you guys think of it?
I liked it. The visuals were great.
Yeah. I'm very...
Ryan likes a lot of things.
much like Civil War, I'm very indifferent towards it. There were a lot of things I liked and a lot of things I didn't like, and more things I didn't like than liked. I liked Benedict Cumberbatch. I thought he was fantastic. And I liked the visual style of it.
Curdle milk.
And there were parts of the third act that I really like. The whole time thing with the whole Hong Kong throwing scene. You guys know what scene I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That scene I really, really loved. And I thought it was very impressive on a technical level and on story level. And then he does that myth of Sisyphus kind of thing, and it kind of like messes with the viewer's mind. It's really cool, and a good 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 movie, I would say. And also this week, I saw the documentary Tickled, which is one of the most bizarre documentaries I've ever seen. It sounds very like silly. It's about a guy investigating into competitive tickling, and it's just like
Yeah.
that's the thing.
It's a bunch of buff dudes tickling each other.
Yeah, that's kind of it. It's a
Yeah.
bunch of buff dudes tickling each other.
Yeah.
Then you find out that it's like this whole con that's
Yeah.
going on to like trick these kids into like burrowing a deep dark hole into their lives to where they
Yeah.
can't really afford anything anymore, and just like, holy fuck, these people are evil.
If you watch the trailer, it's a trip on its own where it's just like it starts, with the competitive male tickling and goes down into this den of like this lady buying people cars and then blackmailing them, going like, so you're a child's athletic coach, guess who's going to see all of these videos and then you're going to get fired.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
it goes psychological.
Yeah, there's this one segment where this guy is like, yeah, I used to the coach said I was the best player who tried out for the team, but they said that they wouldn't want media attention because of my past with competitive tickling, so I didn't make the cut. I'm like, you poor child. And yeah,
Think you'd put that on your resume?
yeah, competitive tickling.
I mean, if you were really good at it. Like, I have at least 7 gold medals in competitive tickling.
Damn, he's good.
That sounds interesting. So this is a documentary?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
documentary from David Ferrier. He's a New Zealand journalist. I'm gonna look at.
Where can I see it?
It's on video on demand right now, I believe.
Okay.
I pirated it.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna announce that to the world?
Yeah, now it's on.
I'm calling the police.
tape.
922.
Didn't you watch all those trailers? Or those not pirating commercials at the beginning of your DVDs?
That I wouldn't
Like-
download a car.
Yeah.
I absolutely would download a car if I could.
The thing is,
I mean, who wouldn't?
the context of all those commercials is really weird because you already bought the DVD or you're already seeing the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of shaming me for something I didn't do.
Hmm.
I mean, they don't know that I didn't pirate it or not, so.
Or
It's up in there.
maybe it's not for like the person who bought the DVD, but for the person
The
who's
person who
watching,
pirated
the friend who's watching it with the person who bought it.
Yeah.
They just, oh man, this trailer speaks to me.
I mean, when it comes out on Blu-ray, though, I'm definitely buying it and giving David Ferrier my cold-earned money because he really deserves it. It's a really well-made documentary, and it's something that should be watched. And I feel that it's a wild card for the best documentary feature on the Oscars. So that's all I got for this week. Well, maybe The Matrix, but we'll come back into that if we can.
Yeah, we'll loop around maybe. So Michael, you want to go next?
Well, we don't. You didn't say music in your opening.
Well, I did.
title
Oh, if
card
you want
there, so-
music, you could say
We
music.
have discussed music before, so that's
Yeah.
All right.
It's still pop culture, so.
I listened to the new Tribe Called Quest album at
Alright.
least one time through. I don't really know too much to say about that.
I haven't gotten around to. I'm looking forward to listening to it, but I've heard good things.
I've only listened to it once, so I can only say like vague things. Like I really like the features on it. Everybody's really good. But yeah, that's about it. It's good production. I don't know. Sorry, everyone.
It sounds nice.
I unfortunately listened to the new Metallica album.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
it's probably not great.
I heard a lot of bad things about their album.
I've heard very mixed things about that album. Some people say it's really good, some people say it's really bad, and I don't care about Metallica either way, so...
I feel like after Saint Anger and Death Magnetic, you kind of just dug your own grave, kind of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can't really.
Where Saint Anger, where Lars Ulrich used trash cans as snares.
Oops.
That's really
Wow.
unprofessional.
Wow.
Turn it off,
I
Kevin.
didn't silence my cell phone. Oh
Goddamn
no.
Kevin.
Oh, it's my laundry. It's done. I'll get it later. Now I'm gonna silence my cell phone.
Just put it on vibrate, Kevin.
That's what I did.
Oh.
Aside from that, I guess I've played more Titanfall 2. I don't know.
Yes!
I'm sort of here to be snarky, I guess, but that game's really good. It's probably the best shooter that came out this year.
Really?
Unless you like Doom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I played Titanfall 2. Ben's played Titanfall 2.
I
haven't
haven't
played it yet.
It's pretty great.
It is really fun.
I've not played it yet, but I plan on playing it one. Is it out for PS4 or is it only
It's
Xbox?
PS4.
It's PS4.
Yeah, I'm getting a PS4 for Christmas. So.
Yeah, I've only played I'm only like 1/3 through the campaign, I think. I played a little bit yesterday.
It's weird how good the campaign actually
I know,
is.
it's like, holy crap,
It's
the
like-
story actually flows really well.
It's like
Yeah.
probably one of the best campaigns in the
just
history of shooters. Like,
And just the pacing and level design, all of it together is just actually really solid.
Mm-hmm. The AI could use some work, though.
Why you gotta come out and be like that? We all said good things about it, and then you just.
And I'm
fine.
just saying, the AI could use some work. It's too easy.
No, you're
Well,
right.
I
It was
mean,
a fair
wait,
balance.
which is better reviews, Battlefield 1 or Titanfall 2?
I don't
They're
know.
both of them
times
got
two.
like 9s.
Yeah.
They're very different games.
Yeah, they're entirely different games. If you want a slow squad-based, if you want something that's different from everything else right now, then I guess Battlefield 1 would be your pick. But if you want the best of everything that's out right now, Titanfall 2 will.
Okay.
But I mean, they're both kind of trippy in their own minds. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm still laughing at Matt's reaction to Battlefield 1.
Wait, what was his reaction?
Or at least, like, I was watching him play a game one day, and, like, he literally was like, their team is getting beat up a bit. So he spawns right in the middle of this, like, firefight that's going on. The first thing he sees is a guy on fire just running towards him. And I'm just like, okay.
Alright, that's a thing. But, Josh, you're up next.
Alright, well, I haven't been here in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I return. What?
What was the last one you were at?
I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I've been very busy. But I saw Arrival twice. That was good. And by good, I mean very good.
Best adaptation of Slaughterhouse 5 I've ever seen.
Really is. It really is. And then I tried to watch Power of the Daleks, but I couldn't see it in the theater because I had other commitments.
Mm-hmm.
And then this morning, BBC America is just like, well, we're going to tell you can watch it on our website, but it's not available yet.
Yeah, that's a sad thing. I'm going to talk about Power of the Dogs later in a bit, but it's gonna be totally spoiler-free, Josh.
What's
I
Power
am-
of the Dogs?
It's a...
Daleks, not dogs.
Yeah. It's a
Doctor
Doctor.
Who.
It's a Doctor Who.
Oh, that thing.
It's a Doctor Who story
Daleks.
about the. Like, it's the first story of the second Doctor.
Yeah, it's his first story. It doesn't need to be spoiler-free. I mean, you can if you want, but I am familiar with it. I just haven't
Do you know what happens throughout the whole?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I've seen different reconstructions of it.
Well, I mean,
just
I think for
haven't
the
seen-
viewers
Oh,
too. I'll
is,
yeah.
is it that animated one?
It's
Yeah.
the animated one.
okay.
This episode's been missing for like 50 years at this point, and they have the audio for it.
And a couple. They have like I think they said 140 frames of the actual.
Yeah, so
episode.
from that they tried their hardest to animate it in a way that makes it look as close to the original episode as possible.
140 frames. That's like what, 3 seconds?
Yeah, but
Yep.
it's not like continuous 140 frames. It's more like snippets here and there.
It's the skeleton of the episode. Don't worry, they totally got it.
Yeah, no, I mean the animation. I wanted to like it, but
The animation on the reconstructed episodes are never that great.
okay. But the thing is, I think they were trying too hard to preserve the audio where they couldn't cut out the silent parts. So
Yeah.
that felt like that's what ruined it.
They wanted to make it as authentic an experience as possible.
Yeah, but I felt like they could have strayed away from it a little bit so that way it would flow better as an animated
That's
movie.
true.
Because what angles work in live action doesn't work very well in animation. And like and like in the interview after they talked about how they realized that. So sometimes they combine 2 shots into 1 shot and stuff like that. But I feel like they could have gone more with it.
Yeah.
To make it flow better, but otherwise the story itself was great.
Oh,
The
yeah.
audio was worked. I mean, it took a while for me to get into it from the beginning, but once you get like outside of the TARDIS, it gets a lot better.
Was the one in the theater the color version or the black and white?
It was a black and white.
Okay, good.
I didn't even know there was a color version until
Yeah,
I saw the Tumblr post.
Yeah, there's a color version. I was like, what?
It's like, why didn't you show that in the theater? I paid good money for that ticket.
The show.
$15.
I'm just confused because the show wasn't in color at that point, so I don't know why. But oh well.
I mean,
I'm excited for the DVD to come out because that's gonna fill in a gap on my shelf that's been there forever.
but yeah, it's a good episode. The animation, it's not the greatest. I give that animation maybe a 4 out of 10, but the story itself, 10 out of 10. But anything else from you, Josh?
No, I've
Alright.
been too busy to watch things.
I feel that. But Keimon, how about you?
went to go see Fantastic Beasts, and yeah,
Wait, when did you go see that?
Did you agree with my review?
yeah, a little bit.
A little
I
bit?
haven't seen it yet. I'm seeing it next
Don't
week.
spoil anything.
I'm not going to spoil it.
I'm not gonna, wait, okay, let me just ask this. Is the third act a bunch of, like, fighting and, you know, destruction and all that?
It's more like it lacks fighting and destruction.
Wait, relax?
It lacks.
What do you mean?
It's
Ryan-
very
There's
anticlimactic.
no fighting in here.
Ryan-
Wizards.
Ryan-
I mean, yes, I know they just shoot laser beams at each other.
Ryan,
It's
do
magic.
you know what Harry Potter is?
I do. I've seen all the movies. I read all the books, and they just shoot lasers at each
That's
other.
magic.
It's not lasers.
It basically is.
It's
You
not
just fire,
lasers.
you fire a concentrated beam.
It's not
You
lasers.
better be careful, Ryan. Someone's just gonna stab you.
I know Harry Potter.
With that Harry Potter
You
fan,
say you
how
know
fucking
Harry Potter,
crazy
that you
those
read all the
guys
books,
are.
watched all the movies, and yet you still
I
call
know.
it lasers.
Okay, fine. They're shooting magic at each other. The point is, it's a little beam firing at the other person.
Talk
and
shit
it's
all
like
you
all
want.
mixed
When
in the
Harry
middle.
takes down the AT-AT, it's the coolest scene ever.
No, I know what Harry Potter is.
But yeah, Keimon, what are your thoughts on Fantastic Beasts?
I liked it, and Kevin kind of proved the point during his review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like Keimon didn't want to believe me.
Yeah.
I
Your comparison was somewhat correct,
Mhm.
I guess.
But it made him a lot of money.
You know, it did make a lot of money, and I do think it deserves to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it could have been better though. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the sequels. I feel like they can improve on it.
Yeah.
Because everything else is great. Like the first two acts were like some of the best I've ever seen in a movie, and what I was wanting from this movie. It's just that the third act, the way it was like building up to it, it was very anticlimactic, and it kind of just like had like the Return of the King ending of montage, where it just kept dragging on with characters that we
Don't
literally
spoil it,
just
though.
met.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's like basically it's characters we just met. Then it just kind of like has that Return of the King montage ending, where it doesn't make much sense, and it feels so really weird watching it. But otherwise, still worth watching. I'd say check it out.
Okay, I'm seeing it next week. So
I think the main actor should be the next Doctor.
I don't think that at all.
I don't think that at all.
Wow.
But the whole time I was watching him act, I was thinking how Matt Smith could have played that role. But it would have been too much. But it would have been too much like the Doctor. So I would be seeing the Doctor instead of
Yeah, and I don't
Newt
like
Scamander.
I don't like Matt Smith as the Doctor anyway. So
Oh, but I like Matt Smith. As
no, I don't. He's annoying.
The truth comes out.
He's Patrick Troughton 2.0.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Do you not like Patrick Troughton?
No, I love Patrick Troughton. That's why I don't like Matt Smith.
Interesting. Anything else came on?
No.
All right, Ryan.
I finally finished Luke Cage. Took me a while, but
Wait, how many episodes are in that?
Like 13 1-hour episodes.
no. But here's the thing: I really don't like sitting around for an hour-long episode. Like half an hour episodes, I'll watch that. Like I'll watch like 10 of them in a day. But I just something about watching 1 hour episodes.
Wow, Ryan.
I don't know. It's just weird like that.
Ryan,
But I finally finished.
how can you
it.
sit through a movie?
I mean,
He doesn't sit through 10 movies in a day.
Yeah, I mean, like,
That explains
it's
everything.
explain it. I cannot sit through hour-long episodes, but I can sit through a 2-hour long movie or like.
I think we can
3
agree
hours
Ryan's
of-
just a weird child.
I'm a weird person, but yeah, I finished it. I was kind of sad that there was no comeuppance, but I mean they're leaving it open for a sequel or whatever, or
A second season.
second season. I mean, or Defenders or whatever. So but still, I was just like, what? You just end it like that? No spoilers, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Even the show didn't spoil itself. That's really forward thinking.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
They were playing that safe the whole time.
yeah, I don't know. What,
Every time something spoiler would happen, they either censor it or like
Yeah.
cut
Spoiler
away.
warning. This is about to happen.
I'm telling you guys, this show is about to fucking happen right now.
Yeah.
So if you guys aren't ready for that,
I love how I'm doing this podcast and like everyone decides to message me right now. But yeah, anything else, Ryan?
No, not really. I can't think of anything because we didn't go to the comic book shop this week.
Nope. Would you have time to read anything though? Because you
No.
still haven't read the things you got from last week.
Nope.
But yeah, as for me, I saw Power of the Daleks in theaters, so you kind of already know the review on that.
Jealous.
Yeah, I know. Josh was supposed to be there, but he couldn't go. I saw Arrival with Trevor and Josh, and you kind of know the review of that too. It's pretty good. It's pretty good though. Cinematography was great. CGI could have been better.
Yeah,
it's
CGI is definitely the low point of the movie,
I
but
would-
it's kind of like to that point where I don't really mind it
Mm-hmm.
because the movie achieves so much more than it falters at.
Yeah, it's just more like a couple shots. You know, the first time where they go into the ship, and then like Amy Adams' hair towards the end.
Yeah,
I do have a question.
Yes.
A couple questions. One, what's gonna happen in 3,000 years if the aliens are gonna need to come back?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's
not,
the end.
not much of a spoiler.
I mean, This is
That's kind of the point of
Well,
why
that's a spoiler. Amy Adams doesn't kill all the fucking aliens, kick their ass. Is that what you're telling me? They're still alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
all right, cut that out then.
yeah. I'll just have like a giant bleep over this.
Not that much.
It's kind of a spoiler.
That's kind of the entire point.
Yeah, that's kind of the big
That's the
twist.
point of the story.
It's the
But,
big
I mean,
twist.
but you kind of spoiled it with the Kurt Vonnegut. It's a best adaptation of Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5 because it does have a very similar.
It
plot
more like it
structure.
blatantly rips off of it without giving it credit.
Well, I mean,
Why?
I mean,
It's shameless.
have you read the
It's
short
not like they
story
can say
though?
there's
I read the
sources
short
of-
story.
Tim Chong or Chang, I'm pretty sure it's Chang, but he wrote the short story of Your Life, which is what Arrival is based after,
Mhm.
and he heavily credits Kurt Vonnegut in the special thanks and the acknowledgments
Okay.
section of the novella.
Yeah, but the movie just kind of has a bird there for no reason. It's like, gee, I wonder what that bird's
there-
for.
There's actually a reason for the bird, a scientific reason for the bird that I actually found out. That they're more vulnerable to radiation.
Okay.
So if the bird were to die, that's their cue to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Animal cruelty.
Animal cruelty.
Never heard of canaries in coal mines?
No, I haven't.
I was about to reference that. Say
Yeah.
something about that.
Hey,
Well,
but,
of course Ben would know about that.
I mean, it's kind of part of history. I mean,
Yeah, it's
not-
kind of like common knowledge.
Yeah.
I've never heard about that.
I have.
I'm not a
It's like
history buff.
They used to carry canaries in like cages, and if that canary died while you were down in the coal mine, that means like there was leaking like some sort of gas or something, and you needed to get the hell out of there because most of the time it was either explosive gas or just outright poisonous from lovely coal.
I have to ask a question though. We worry a lot about spoilers. Name one time spoilers ruined something for you. You know what I mean?
Fucking Star Wars.
Other than
What
that,
that?
but I never heard the spoiler.
Chandler Park's Old Boy.
Okay, that I'll agree with. But what about Star Wars? Which one?
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens. Well, I didn't spoil
What?
for me, but like one of my best friends, like
Yeah, one of my
he
friends.
like it
got
spoiled him, and it like ruined the entire movie.
Spoiled
for
what
him.
exactly? I think we could
Han
probably.
Solo was dead. Han
No.
Solo
Yeah, we
was
can
dead.
talk about that
Yeah.
now.
You did not know going in that Han Solo was going to die.
Well,
That's
I mean,
a
I had an
logical-
inkling that somebody was gonna die, but
Yeah,
it's
I
still
knew-
like,
I knew-
but I mean,
I
it
saw
was
the
kind of
images.
obvious how they were gonna do it with Han Solo, but I mean, still,
Ben's
my
coffee
coffee
maker.
maker.
Oh, I was
But
I did
mean,
go in knowing because I saw the images beforehand, and I was like, well, now I know this.
But I mean, it was still kind of surprising because it's like, who did it and why? And it was just like,
Yeah.
oh shit! Like, I mean, I don't know. It was still surprising.
I had an episode of Doctor Who spoiled for me because like the episodes were still airing for season 8, and you know Missy's character. So and then like the day after the episode came out where Missy's character was revealed about who her real identity was, like the official Doctor Who page posted the twist on Facebook.
Yeah, because the episode had already aired overseas.
And overseas, but not in America. And I usually wait till DVD because I don't have cable. But yeah, that kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, I saw it coming a mile away though.
I kind of figured it.
There was one moment spoiled in season 6 of Game of Thrones spoiled for me because I didn't have I didn't.
Did you not read the books?
No. Well, in season 6,
Oh, wow,
season
wow,
6 is
wow,
past the
wow,
book,
wow.
so it's
That's different.
And there was one particular moment. I had just got back home after it had aired, and I'm a part of a fan page for the show, and they're like, "Holy fuck, this person died!" I'm like, "You idiots! I haven't watched it yet." So.
No, Game of Thrones
which
and
one?
Walking Dead, they give out the headlines give out spoilers right away, right when the episode comes out. It's like, well, I don't even follow the show, and it's already being spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I consider is I'm kind of like an all or nothing guy. And if I know anything about the movie, at that point I don't really care. Like, go back to, like, say, like, the 40s or 50s era, where you'd just be like, hey, there's movies playing. I'm going to go watch movies now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the kind of purity that, if you started spoiling something, then I would be pissed off. But at this point, I know I'm going to watch a Star Wars movie. Even if you tell me anything that happens, I'm still going to end up watching the movie, and I already know what I'm going to expect. And unless expectations, like, genre-wise or film-wise are upset, then spoilers I don't think really matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting seeing, like, how... Because, I mean, once you know something, like, oh, like in Star Wars, you know Han Solo dies, it's kind of interesting, like, how the movie progresses to get to that point.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know, may or may not spoil the whole movie, but I think it's just a personal preference.
The journey is the most important part.
Yeah, you can't spoil storytelling.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and, like, I brought up Chan-wook Park's Old Boy. That the twist in that movie is basically the central part of why everything happens. So if you have that spoiled for you, the whole movie is just like
it's a different experience. It's not it's not the experience you think.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty excruciating if you have it spoiled for you.
Yeah. But I mean, it's my second favorite movie of all time, so it didn't really ruin the movie. But
by the way, the spoiler of Old Boy is that he was an alien the entire time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now the movie is
never
ruined
heard
for
of this
me.
movie.
It takes a weird fucking twist.
No, it when it's revealed though, it's like that's fucking heartbreaking and tragic.
Yeah, it's really bad that they took him away from his home planet.
But Ben, did you want to have anything to talk about for this week? Titanfall.
Let's see. What popular culture thing have I done?
Besides Titanfall 2.
Yeah, exactly.
You made that dragon thing.
That's wood carving. That's not popular culture.
You can make it popular culture.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't know.
I mean, you're better than
Titanfall 2 is
all.
badass.
Titanfall 2 is a lot of fun.
It's better than Skyrim, unfortunately.
9 out of 10.
That's kind of apples to oranges.
Yeah, you can't really
Yeah,
compare
like
those.
Skyrim.
Well, I mean, like, I bought Skyrim, and I'm like, you know, I was really excited to play it, thinking that, you know, it'd be fun to play the same game over again, and I got bored with it pretty fast. And then I went out and bought Titanfall 2, and it's just, I don't know.
See, I never played fully through Skyrim, so this is a whole new experience for me.
Yeah, see, well, I mean, unless you're a nub, but...
It's just a weird comparison. It's like no matter how you think about it, the Denny's Grand Sandwich won't mix. It doesn't add up to Taxi Driver. You know what I mean? Like they're just.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like I said.
At first, you're talking about a sandwich.
The entire time I'm eating
exactly.
the Grand Sandwich, I'm just like, man, Taxi Driver was just a cinematic masterpiece, and I don't know how I could possibly eat this now.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you still not get it?
I'm assuming you're talking about movies, but
Yeah,
at first
no.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you know how
Trying
Ben
to
was saying comparing Skyrim to Titanfall 2?
Yeah,
I'm
I-
trying to
Michael said-
compare food to a movie.
They're both experiences. They're both
exactly.
stimuli.
Exactly.
You can compare You can compare anything you want.
But, I mean, for me, it's more like, can it keep my attention?
Someone knocking
Who
on the
is
door.
it?
Hello.
Yeah, we can take those.
Hello?
Hi, who
Hi,
else
Brian.
is here?
I am.
Oh,
Hey, Brian.
Yeah,
what's
we're all
up, man?
here. Hi, Brian.
Hi,
Brian.
This is specifically from my man, Keimon, my man Josh. Also, hi, Michael.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Are you two are both aware of shooting today, right?
Yes.
Awesome, and you're good to go at around 3:30?
Yes.
Awesome. Good to hear
We're
that.
talking about film, not, you know...
Brian, do you want to say hi to our lovely audience?
No, you're cutting this part out. Fuck him.
Oh, is this the podcast?
Yeah, you,
Oh,
you
shit.
didn't see the sign on the door?
It says, like,
Yeah.
please don't blink.
Yeah, you're not Riley.
I mean, I did knock first. Okay, well,
Yeah.
hi, Internet. Okay.
Yeah, Riley has our permission to walk in whenever he wants to.
Many
Well, I mean,
apologies.
I live here, so...
Many apologies to everyone involved. Have a good time.
You too,
Love
Brian.
you, Brian.
He looks a little flustered.
What a fucking asshole, am I right?
I'm going to send this podcast to Brian once it's out.
Okay, then Brian, fuck you. Fight me, pussy.
Oh, man.
Well then.
Oh, and does anyone else have topics that they want to bring up to the table?
Brian's a bitch.
I watched the Matrix trilogy. I unfortunately did not get to the Animatrix, but I watched the Matrix trilogy, which it's something.
Mm-hmm.
It's something.
It's something.
Bit of a.
The third one wasn't as dreadful as I thought it was going to be, but I'll first start off on the first movie. So the first movie, me and you watched together. The first movie is fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A modern. I think it's one of the best science fiction movies ever made, and I think it provides a lot of philosophy on that's borrowed from ancient Greece and even in contemporary philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
It also has a really, really kick-ass third act.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the best third acts I've ever seen in film. Then, and I can't give enough praise to it. Like, there are barely any flaws that I can put into it, like, except for, like, that shot where you can see the camera in a doorknob or something like that. It's very minor things like that. Just very little technical things. And I guess you can say Neo and Trinity don't really have that much of chemistry throughout the whole movie. But, I mean, it's built up a little, and it's to a point to where it's believable. Then you get to the second movie. The second movie feels like making a sequel. Feels like it just feels unnecessary. The first movie was so complete and so just like whole. There's this like I'm like a kid at Thanksgiving dinner with a full belly of food, and my grandmother is still feeding me more to eat. It's just too much. And they contradict a lot of the philosophy from the first movie, and although it does have some amazing action sequences, there's nothing really that connects them, and there's nothing really to hold them up that you can like literally edit these action sequences out and you would still be on the same track you were before, and everything just feels completely almost useless in the story, and by the end you're just like, so we're basically still at point A and not at point B right now. And then the third one, basically, the grandmother's still feeding me more food than I need, and at this point it's just exhausting, but I'll just like power through this meal just to please
So
grandma.
hot. Stop sweating over here.
But, yeah, the third movie, by far the worst of the trilogy. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because, the endings, there are a lot of interesting things that happen, but but some things are just so fucking dumb in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the Battle of Zion, the battle at Zion against machines, I absolutely hate that the whole sequence. I think that they should have just focused on Neo, and it would have made the movie entirely shorter, and then obviously, of course, like, spoiler alert, but... Like,
I mean, is it really spoilers at this point?
The movie's been out for 13 years, but...
I mean, we
like,
can give Force
I've never
Awakens
seen
spoilers.
it though.
I haven't.
Yeah, Neo dies.
yeah,
I haven't
right.
seen it and I don't care, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
Neo dies at the end of
You
Matrix
can't really
Revolution.
spoil the third Matrix movie.
Spoiler alert: in Godfather 2, he kills his brother.
Whoa. Who's
Yeah,
he?
Exactly.
But, yeah, and, like, I wish they would, like, leave it up in the air whether Zion just, like, whether Zion made it through or not, but you would get with, like, Neo getting rid of the virus that is Agent Smith, or, like, antivirus and whatnot, malware. I think Agent Smith is basically malware at this point.
Mhm.
He's just like, he got rid of that. It's like, Zion's saved. The machines don't have a purpose to fight anymore.
Mhm.
So, then you get this, like, ending scene that's like, what the fuck? It's the Oracle talking with the architect.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea what that scene means
Okay.
at all.
Have you seen the film theory about Agent Smith being the one and not instead of Neo?
No.
Okay, so there's this theory by the YouTubers film theorists that says like how Agent Smith is the one instead of Neo, and because the Oracle prophecy was that the chosen one would be someone who's born from the Matrix, and Neo was not born from the Matrix. Neo was just a baby in with those test tubes. And so, but Agent Smith, however, was born in the Matrix. He doesn't have a body outside of the Matrix. and he's acts very different from everything else programmed in it. And Oracle calls him her son. Wait, no, he calls Oracle his mother. And then the architect goes up to the Oracle talking about Agent Smith. You have to watch the film theory because I'm trying to explain it the best I can.
I'll check
that's
it.
just a theory.
A film theory.
God, I hate that voice.
I don't know.
Oh, Matt
it works
Pat
surprisingly
fucking
well.
Dude, me too, man.
Matt
I
can go
just-
fuck himself. What?
Oh, I like Matt Pat.
And,
He can be pretty cool.
I'll fuck that. I'm gonna get his face in. Calling that in right now.
And
just for that voice at the end that he does.
No,
I mean,
his entire being.
as a whole, the first Matrix movie, good 9 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Maybe even a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a 9. Second one, Reloaded, 6. And third one, a 4.
Well,
That-
you guys are making me want to watch this movie.
Well,
Not
you
really.
should.
Not at all.
I mean, I would watch through them again. Like, the third one isn't as unbearable as I would think, because it does have some really, really... all three of them really have awesome action sequences that I think can still add to the enjoyability of them, to where I just watch the later two just like, alright, it's just like turn my brain off kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
Now, I'm very excited to watch the Animatrix, though, because I've heard nothing but good things.
okay. I've heard nothing but good things too, but I haven't seen it. Now, I've heard the second and third Matrix movies. Originally, it was supposed to be one movie, but the script was so long that they decided to split into two. And they filmed it back to back.
So basically, like, the Cloud Atlas that they wanted to make.
I guess so.
I don't know, I haven't seen Cloud Atlas either.
I actually like Cloud Atlas. I used to say that the Wachowskis just made an accident and they didn't have any talent. And then I actually saw Cloud Atlas and I actually really like Cloud Atlas a lot.
I don't know. Something someone said to me about the first Matrix movie is that it was good on accident, and when you watch it, you can kind of see how it was accidentally good.
Yeah.
Because it was like on the fence of being really bad, but didn't quite get there. It was because it was executed just good enough to make it really great.
I don't know. It's like I feel like it's both in the first Matrix and in Cloud Atlas. Like there's storytelling stuff that I can't deny the Wachowskis. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff like I can't say they're terrible. They've made a lot of bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get real.
Speed Racer.
Jupiter Ascending.
What's wrong with Speed Racer?
It looks like
hey,
fucking
hey,
ass.
you
It's
like
terrible.
Speed
What's
Racer?
wrong
Don't
with that?
diss
I've
Speed
seen it
Racer.
like once or twice. I mean, to
don't
the point
do
where it's
Speed
like,
Racer.
alright, you know.
I saw it once.
I was talking about the
That was
movie.
fucking
I know.
awful.
Don't diss it.
I'm
It's
not
bad.
filmmaking for the
No.
record.
Oh,
I'm not a
Sam
film
did make
major.
That was my
The
that was
Speed
my
Racer live action movie is garbage.
It is
That
pure
was
garbage.
one of my movies I saw with my dad.
That
'cause
twist,
we were
though.
both
garbage.
It's so
That was so good.
you know the
It's
twist
garbage.
coming.
Well,
Way
I mean,
ahead.
last time I saw it, I was like 12. So
Oh,
I, mean,
I
my
never
favorite,
saw-
to be
My
honest.
favorite thing ever is just like saying
I never
something's
got that far
garbage
into the
and
show
then
enough to
watching
see the
his
twist.
reaction.
Whenever I think of Cloud Atlas, though, my mind always goes to that Rick and Morty episode. It's like, honey, I'm on Cloud Atlas. What's Cloud Atlas? But
Ryan, I have something to tell you. Speed Racer is garbage.
Speed Racer was my childhood.
Can we all agree that Jupiter Ascending was also garbage?
No,
I
it's
haven't
garbage.
seen
I
it.
haven't
It's
seen it.
enjoyable garbage.
No, it's
It's
not.
garbage.
It's garbage.
But,
It has
and
changing
can I
in my
can I
opinions.
transition to one more thing I want to talk about?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
No.
it is the 10-year anniversary of this album, and it's my favorite album of all time. And I really want to talk about it. Brand news: The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me turns 10 years old today, and it's a album that I feel everybody should listen to, even though they're not a fan of that music, because to me it's just kind of a personal journey to, like, I feel anybody can take away something to feel inside of this album, because it just, when I listen to it, it just takes me through a wide variety of emotions. There's like the song, of course, that almost everybody knows from this album is the song Jesus Christ. I don't know if you guys know that song or not, but it's a very popular song. Then you have my favorite off of the album, which is probably my favorite song of all time too, Limousine, which is about a very depressing story of a flower girl dying on her way back from a wedding. And it's just like, you get these wide variety of emotions from the music, and it's something you have to listen to get what I mean, to know why I consider this album my favorite album of all time.
Alright, well, speaking of anniversaries, apparently it's going to be the 15th anniversary of Spirited Away soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not that movie.
I haven't
Wait,
seen it.
That movie's creepy as fuck,
Is this
man.
Spirited Away the thing with the big black thing? With
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
so I
I
can't
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
But apparently it's going to be shown in U.S. theaters.
Yes.
Oh, I'll make
I'm
us
going.
going.
Also,
Not.
also, any Always Sunny fans in this circle?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I keep being told to watch that show.
It is the Nightman Cometh's 8th anniversary today.
On par with Spirited Away's anniversary, by the way.
Alright.
They're both cultural movements. So.
Oh, wait, have we all seen the trailer for M. Night Shyamalan's new movie?
Split?
Split.
I have something I want to say about that. That makes me hate my parents because it's like it's one of the it's. So you guys. So now that you guys are, I guess, woke, right? So you're in like you're in some kind of major where you operate within the arts, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to go out and talk to normal people about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, well, Ryan's in journalism, so
Yeah.
that's more normal.
Hey, what?
Journalism's more normal than
Yeah,
cinema and blacksmithing.
Yeah, any conversation we have with Ryan ends up in just turmoil.
Yeah.
No, not all the time.
No, it's
Just
just
say you guys just
that movie sucks.
yeah, you guys just don't like any good movies, or you like good movies, but yeah, hate all the
Ryan,
other
what
good ones.
Ryan, you're not a cinema major.
No, we hate bad ones.
Daniel,
Okay, let me say this:
It's not like we're not experts or anything.
you
Yeah,
criticize good movies because you think
'Cause
too
they're bad.
technical.
Because they're
you think too technical and not enough entertainment.
Well, no, we're just entertained by
no,
things.
they're
that
there's a mix of technical and entertainment in
Yeah.
our critiques.
Yeah, right.
See, but-
Suicide Squad's garbage. I'm kidding.
No, I'm not
Movie
kidding.
was
I'm not
garbage.
kidding.
That was a little bit. You gotta stop.
But do you know
Stop
what movie
including-
is garbage? Speed Racer.
Thank you. Anyway, Speed Racer
Like, we
is
go.
a great
It's
all out
movie.
of love, right?
I don't
Great
know.
movie.
You don't know?
Just to sit around and be
You're
like,
letting me hang.
I know all the moves M. Night Shyamalan makes.
Yeah.
I know at every level what this is going to be before it comes out. And then to have, like, your mom turn to me, or your mom, not... I imagine your mom also has terrible opinions about movies too, Kevin.
Kind of.
Just
sort
to
of.
have my mother turn to me and go, man, that movie looks, wow, that looks really weird, doesn't it? Shut up.
Someone told me it already got good reviews or something.
No, it's been getting a lot of
it's
good
been
reviews.
it's been getting some.
What movie?
Split,
That's not
which
how
is
those
a movie
good
about these
personality
teenage
people
girls
work.
get kidnapped by
Yeah.
with 23 different
Even so,
personalities and side effects.
It's not
decent.
going to be a realistic interpretation of mental illness in the slightest.
Okay.
But it doesn't look
That
like a
doesn't
bad
even
movie.
sound good.
If it comes out,
You
if
have
it
to,
comes
you have
out,
to see it.
and
You have to see how it's executed in the trailer.
if it comes out and goes like, okay, we understand that this isn't how mental illness works, so this shit is magic, then it's fine. You get away with it. But they show shots in the trailer. They literally 10 seconds of their trailer is the shots of this lady's like psychology degree, and she's it's all wrong. It's just, I don't know.
Movie magic for you.
I'm going to see that movie, but I am pending full judgment until I have actually seen it.
I know.
That's what I do every single time.
I mean, the trailer looks good.
Just look at it. But look at his resume.
I
though.
know, though.
The Last Airbender.
Last Airbender.
That's all you have to say. Just
Signs.
Last
No,
Airbender.
no. Signs is
Signs.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
After-
Signs. The Visit.
Yeah, I didn't like the visit.
Lady in the Water.
I haven't seen The Visit. I hear mixed things about it.
Eh.
Some people like it,
It's
some
just,
people don't.
it's just a lame movie. It's not really an M. Night Shyamalan bad
Yeah.
movie. It's just lame.
I have a question. Did that Guardians movie ever come out?
Of the Galaxy, yeah. it came
No,
out.
not that.
The
Not-
Russian- Oh, I know
the-
which one
the
you're talking
Russian-
about.
The Russian
I
one.
know which
The
one you're
Russian
talking
one
about.
with the giant bear man thing.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I don't
Dang
like
it.
That looked decent. That looks like somewhat.
I want to see that still. Still waiting for it.
It's out in Russia, man. You just
I
you gotta go to
mean,
Russia.
Hey,
I-
Get
if
a-
anyone
get a
wants to pay for my,
passport.
if anyone wants to pay for my trip there, although I'm pretty sure they'll
Wait,
probably
see-
think I'm trying to leave the country at this point.
Ryan, I don't have any money. And I wouldn't, and even if I did have money, I wouldn't fund your flight. You know why?
Why?
Because you like Speed Racer.
You know what? Let's go. Let's go.
He's never gonna let you live that down.
I mean, I don't care. I
Speed
enjoyed
Racer
it.
is garbage.
I enjoyed it.
Right,
It's
like
the kid in me
I
enjoys
could.
it.
I was a kid when I watched, and I didn't even enjoy it.
No, I was just like, oh, colors, cars, beating each other up.
You're
That's what
still like that, right?
That- that's
For
what
me,
racing
it was like,
is.
oh, colors, too many colors.
No, that's what I hope racing turns into that. I hope racing turns into a point where we can just beat each other with a car and just have
It's
fun
called
doing it.
Demolition Derby.
I mean,
What
no,
difference?
like where you actually have to.
It's
We
called
actually had to
bumper
pick up a
cars.
car and physically beat someone to death with it.
We're different.
The racing in it was fun. It was fun.
It's called Mario Kart.
I mean, the visuals were good. It was nice.
It was Rainbow Road on steroids.
Oh, geez.
Never mind the fact.
I can't
Okay,
look at this the
here's
same anymore.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
Tell me
I
why.
correct myself.
Unpopular opinion. I like playing Rainbow Road.
I do too.
I do too.
I like
It's
doing
fun.
it to
It's
torture
a fun
people.
map.
It's frustrating
It's a
fun.
map.
Unpopular opinion: Chairman Mao really did revolutionize China. Yeah, I mean he. Fuck the proletariat. I mean, if you think about it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
Also,
he upheld communism better
Guys,
than
we need to
Stalin.
see.
I mean,
We
it's-
really just need to seize the music production. That's what we need.
Yeah.
what's with the Ghost in the Shell movie?
Oh.
It looks like a blatant ripoff of it looks frame for frame like the Japanese anime.
I think that was the point, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, wait, it's an anime?
But that
Yeah,
makes it feel pointless.
Yeah,
That's
the
pointless to me.
Here's the thing: is not only does it feel pointless, but that's just like a regular thing you could say. The thing is about Ghost in the Shell is
That's the coffee maker again.
See,
That thing is demonic.
Static. But the thing is about Ghost in the Shell is every iteration has a completely different worldview and view of the characters and execution, and I'm not an idiot. I know Hollywood was just going to take a property and a script that's come out before and then just remake it. But that is fundamentally not what the series is about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Scarlett Johansson looks terrible.
Yeah, as the Mater,
Yeah.
I was like, she looks absolutely awful.
And not to mention just little things in the trailer, just writing differences. This isn't the character or the world that's been presented at all. I mean, the cityscape shots look really good,
Yeah.
but I mean, I care too much about Ghost in the Shell to be amazed by good visuals.
Where can I find the anime at?
My house, my shelf, we can watch it together.
Sure.
You like
I just want to watch it. So I
you
can...
like deer salami and cheese? We can. I got some deer salami and cheese.
Provolone cheese.
Nah, just Swiss. We ate all the Colby. Sorry, there's no Colby.
Pepper Jack's good too.
Yeah, we actually did.
I love
Nice.
pepper jack.
Yeah, it's actually good with this one.
What are we talking about?
Also, speaking of anime that's turning into live action movies, Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's
They only have a 30-second teaser out right now.
And it's weird seeing as Asian. That's just
Landscape shots look great though,
The,
and
fighting,
the set design looks great.
the alchemy looks great.
I mean,
What?
you don't really
They
see
didn't-
much
they
of the
didn't show it.
alchemy. You
We
only
saw-
see
we saw
one
one
shot,
shot.
and I feel like it's incomplete CGI.
I liked it.
I can
And
easily
then-
tell. Even the floorboards were CGI. It's
And then the
just
Chimera. That was a Chimera, right?
we don't know yet.
I don't know what that was, but it looked awesome.
you like a lot of things, right?
I do.
Like Speed Racer.
I'm a Full Metal Alchemist was the one show that I
That sounds like the only anime I could slightly possibly get into.
I mean, I have
Even
the.
then,
Brotherhood
of
was better.
super slight chance.
I mean, Ben, I have the DVDs if you want to watch them.
Cowboy Bebop's a really awesome anime too.
Yeah, I heard
That-
from. I
I
know it's
gotta
from the same
finish Friends
animator.
Yeah.
Fairy Tail.
That's Cowboy Bebop's a movie that I kind of want to adapt, an anime that I kind of want to adapt into a movie
It
myself.
has a lot of Western influences, so I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, but if you had shitty music in it, then don't even try.
No, if she's still alive by the time I'd be able
Yoko
to adapt it, I'd get Yoko Kanno to do the music.
But yeah, the Fullmetal Alchemist teaser. Like I said, I like what I saw so far. I don't mind the Asian actors because at this point, just they came forward before the trailer was announced. It's yeah, by the way, it's just gonna be an Asian people in Europe. I was like, okay, as long as you're aware about that and still wanting to respect the property, go ahead, do it.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think respect for the property matters more than that.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely a lot better than say something like Ghost in the Shell.
But the thing is, it's also a Japanese property, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's all gonna be subbed then.
it's gonna be subbed. They
gonna
might be
dub
dubbed a year after it
Yeah.
comes
That's
out.
gonna be weird though if they have it dubbed over
Well, have you
Live
seen
action dubs have
Attack
never
on
foreign
worked.
movies have been dubbed
Attack on
since
Titan.
I still need to see
And it
that.
never looks good.
it never looks
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, the dub. That's what I'm saying. I might as well just watch a sub. But yeah,
I'm still
I
gonna,
prefer
I'm gonna-
subs anyway on anything. Really.
I prefer subs, but a lot of times when I watch anime, it's when I don't have enough. It's when I want to relax and don't want to read what's on the screen, so I just listen to a dub.
it depends. If you watch, say, it depends. If you started off dub, then you'll prefer dub. If you started up, at least that's what it is with me.
Mm-hmm.
If I started off this way, I have to listen to that way the whole way through. I can't just switch it up.
It just has to be good. So. That's all that matters.
Oh, by the way, that movie's probably gonna be trash. By the way.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
possible.
Let's go.
I do that.
I'm like, it's most likely going to be trash, but I'm going to watch it regardless because I do love Fullmetal Alchemist.
If there's anything that's not really independent Japanese cinema, it tends to be. Let's be real here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be great.
Well,
I'm sorry, Kevin.
I know.
Kevin, I'm sorry, man.
I know. I hear Death Note. They had like
That was
3
great.
live action movies. Even the live action movies were kind of cheesy.
I never even
The
heard
first
of
one
it.
was great.
First one was good.
Yeah.
Isn't it getting remade
Yes.
or is it reboot?
It's a weird thing. Like it's not a reboot.
It's a soft reboot.
Yeah.
So it's like it's still continuing the story but different characters.
Yeah.
It's not even a Death Note anymore.
I heard they're doing the same thing with Naruto and Bleach too.
Is Naruto getting a live action movie?
I heard
Please,
both
God, no.
They already have a musical.
Naruto.
what?
Wait,
There's
what?
a
Yeah, a
Naruto, turn off the dark.
God, no, please don't.
That's
I mean, like,
scary.
I can't imagine what a Naruto live action movie would be like, and it probably, way too many fillers. That you can't do that.
I mean, there's gonna be a Pokemon live action movie.
Why?
Well,
Why
first
not?
we're getting Detective Pikachu,
Money.
Why?
which is
What
written.
are you mad about?
Which is
what it's gonna
What
make.
are you mad about, dude? Who likes Speed Racer?
Well, the thing with the Detective Pikachu, I'm looking forward to that because it's written by the guy who made Gravity Falls
Oh, okay.
and co-written and also like one of the co-writers of Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think it's gonna be at least be a fun script.
Is
I
it gonna
think
be?
Guardian of the Galaxies is going to be the best one next year.
Oh yeah.
When does it
totally.
come out?
June, I think. June or July.
That's
Wait.
it.
No, it comes out. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 comes out in June.
No, it comes out in May.
Oh, May. Oh, Spider-Man comes out in July.
When is Thor
Guardian
coming
of the
out?
Galaxy.
It was.
This year.
Is it this? No,
No, it's not this year.
It's like not
I have no
next
idea.
year, but the year after.
Wait,
You
Spider-Man
You
comes
cannot
out.
set up on a. Okay, it's not.
Because Marvel releases 2 movies a
It
year.
could suck. I don't know.
I can't spoil anything.
Spider-Man comes out next year?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I know. I'm so excited for it. And we might, and we're gonna get the trailer in when Rogue One comes out.
There's 3 Spider-Man.
Well, when
You're
Spider-Man.
mad.
Yeah, for Spider-Man: Homecoming, the trailer's gonna appear in front of
Speaking
Rogue
of-
One.
When is the Transformers 5 trailer?
Oh, that's right. We only have like a month before Rogue One comes out.
Wait, what is what?
Less than Transformers 5 trailer
I
drop.
don't
No
know.
one cares.
I don't-
That
I
one,
do.
That movie looks kind of interesting. Did I just
Billions
spill
of
coffee
people
on
care.
You kind of stood on the chair. I was like kind of scared.
It's just coffee.
Ben, why don't you pour it over to the sink?
Because I just cleaned this fucking counter.
Dude, you're gonna spill all over my chair?
So,
This is why I need more coffee.
Wait,
Speaking of Rogue One, I cried during the trailer. It's so fucking.
I cried
I
during.
don't know.
It's
I'm a sucker for Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Star
a
Wars
sucker
was
for-
like
You
my
probably
fucking
don't like the
childhood,
prequels,
man.
do you?
Like,
See? You're not stuck up for Star Wars. You can't say that until you
I
enjoy,
think- I
until
think
you
most
defend the
people- I
prequels
think-
against your entire freaking class.
Right. I
Why
think
would you-
most
why would
people
you
don't like
defend
the
those,
prequels.
He prefers
because of,
them.
like,
Really?
Yeah, guy who likes Speed Racer also
I
prefers
defended
the prequels.
against an entire lunchroom. I fought the entire lunchroom saying about the
Like,
prequels.
I'm not
Okay.
like.
That was fun.
I like both of them.
Do you have main points?
I mean, the
here we
fights
go.
were good.
Here we go again.
No, fights aren't good.
Episode 3 was the only movie I've ever actually gotten really emotional at.
I like
Then
episode 3.
You don't have emotions, I guess. I don't know.
Episode 3 goes.
I kind of don't, but episode 3 I got emotional at.
Oh, that's
No.
bullshit. You have more emotional. Never mind.
Not exactly sad emotion. Let me think. I like the story of how Anakin, as Anakin, as
See, I just like the movie. I'm not looking at it from like a cinema
apparently these-
perspective.
But
or
apparently
anything
these
like
guys
that.
only
Son of a
respond to
bitch.
that, so I have to do that from now on.
Ryan, hand me that towel.
The big one.
Thank you. I promise you that's not blood on there.
What?
But yeah, and then like the story of Anakin turning from a child, like this child, the first time you see him is like,
A
hey,
shitty asshole child, yeah.
it's like this little kid that's
Well,
like,
I mean,
he's
you'd
gonna
be an
become the
asshole,
greatest
too, if you lived on a
evil.
fucking desert planet as a slave for
Right.
Okay,
entirely
so he's a
of
shitty-
known
you're-
life.
So he's a shitty asshole child who grows up into a shitty asshole teenager who everyone agrees that he's a shitty asshole. And then he grows up to the shitty asshole adult.
That's great because you don't have any, there's
And
no
then,
twists.
and then you watch Star Wars, and then you watch, A New Hope, and you see Obi-Wan Kenobi go, oh man, Anakin, he was such a good friend. And then you just cut back to just, he never likes him. There is one scene
What?
in an elevator where they're
Are
smiling
you
and hanging
talking?
out.
Dude, it's like you have to read the books as well, but like the
No,
men-
no,
the mentor apprenticeship relationship, they were good friends. Did you not watch episode 3? Throughout the entire thing, they were like, like
Remember that 30-minute
joking or-
fight where they
joking
hated
or-
each other?
Yeah.
They were just joking. They
Okay.
joke around. They have
Yeah.
fun, and then also in the series as well. You just see more of their relationship develop because
Uh-huh.
they were like brothers, as Obi-Wan clearly stated when he was
You also
watching
have
him
to-
burn
Stated.
one.
You also
Stated.
have to
Stated.
to
It
Just
wasn't.
said
It wasn't shown. It was told.
in the first three's defense, you also have to. I hate bringing it up, but you also have to kind of watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the
Yeah.
movie, and the series to kind of get a better understanding of what's
Are you
going
like
on.
You know what you didn't have to do that for? The original trilogy.
Ah.
Because,
I mean-
they weren't making a
Or
Because
they
it's
were
any
not-
expanding.
other
alright.
good movie that's ever existed.
Because they weren't expanding.
Because there wasn't an
Well,
expanded universe until after.
I don't.
that.
Right.
But
Like,
here's the
Books
thing.
that existed before.
I don't like that. I don't like that you have to be like, oh, you have to watch this to really
Well, I mean, you
appreciate
don't,
this better. Because a
but
movie
it
should like
gets-
stand on its
You
own.
don't, but
I mean,
if-
you don't, but if you do, it gets better.
You know what? I'll say this. I'll
It
say
shouldn't
this.
have to be like
You,
Like
you
Mar-
might like
Marvel
Star
stuff.
Wars more. You might be like, I have a greater appreciation for Star Wars as a whole, as just a property in general.
Mhm.
But I don't give a fuck. So maybe I'm the wrong person to have this argument with. I understand that.
I mean,
I'm insane, but the filmmaking it's bad. It started.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a film major, and if
Yeah.
it's a good movie, if I liked it, I liked it. If I don't, I don't.
Thanks.
I mean,
I don't want to take that away from you.
yeah, it's not. You're not.
I
going
want you.
to.
I just want you to be happy, Ben.
less technical, more entertainment.
So yeah, Ryan, are you happy to have Ben agree with you on one thing?
I mean,
Who said I agreed with him?
No, I hate the Star Wars prequels.
I mean, like I like the prequels and I like the originals.
Thank you.
There's no, like, oh yeah, the prequels were the better than the original because they
I
both
just-
made at different times, and you really can't.
I just prefer watching the prequels more, but I do agree that they're both good.
Yeah.
I mean, it
I
also
get-
doesn't help that all of them, or most of them, were directed by different directors. How many different directors were there? I know they're in the original
2.
trilogy. There's only 2.
There's the guy who directed Empire,
Okay,
and then there's George Lucas who directed Episode 4 and 6.
except the new one.
What
Force Awakens,
Oh,
J.J.
that's
Abrams,
J.J.
so
Abrams.
that's like
What are
3.
you even talking
Force
about?
Awakens.
So I mean,
Which was episode 4,
it has a little bit
remastered.
to do with it, but
I like the Force Awakens.
I mean, I did try. I was sad to see Coruscant blow up after all it's been through. You heard
Cool.
me.
after all I've been through,
You heard me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
those
heard
rough-
me.
Those rough. Remember how Coruscant looked great during wartime?
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Even when there was a
Battlefront
battle,
I feel like that's a reference to something.
even when there was a battle going on right above it, still stayed pretty close.
Coruscant was my favorite map in Battlefront 2.
True.
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know. Yeah.
Battlefront 2.
Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Have you
When
played
they-
Battlefront?
Yeah, I've played Battlefront, but I never
Not the
played
new
on
one, the
Coruscant.
old ones.
Oh, the old. Oh no, I never played on that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember there being a Coruscant map. though.
And it was. I was just kidding, but it is an actual Coruscant
I
map.
don't know. I
The
always
mo-
like,
the most annoying
my
map
favorite
was,
planet was always Kashyyyk because the
Battlefront
Wookiees
for
are
me.
fucking awesome.
Or Kashyyyk.
Like, let's
Kashyyyk
be
was
honest.
annoying.
For those space fights, though.
The space fights were fun. They're
Did-
better than the space fights you have now.
Oh yeah,
There is no space
Did,
fights.
and did they, no, I heard it was going to be a DLC. Is that out yet?
Yeah, it's out. I just played it yesterday. They had all the DLC.
The main
out
thing I
for
don't like about
yesterday.
Isn't there going to be a Rogue One DLC?
Yeah.
Okay.
The main reason I don't like this new Battlefront is because there's no clone troopers and droids.
I do
Like
agree
that
with
was the only reason I liked playing Battlefront 1 and 2 because I hated playing Rebel and Empire. No offense, but
That's
they
my
were kind of a
problem.
little boring in my opinion. But
That's my
I don't
problem. One, no
I like-
campaign.
I like.
There's no campaign.
I like the man
Wow.
versus machine kind of idea behind it, but
That's why you like Titanfall. No, it's not man versus machine. It's more like man with machines. But
Dudes
kicking
versus
everybody
dudes.
else's ass,
Yeah.
just being.
But yeah, they don't have the Clone Wars. There's no campaign. That's my only problem with Battlefront. I mean, it's fun
I
to
mean,
play,
you really don't
especially if
need
you
it.
have friends playing
you
with you.
can't really have a campaign when all it is about galactic warfare. But I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
you
playing the
really
game,
can't
you
get
should
the
know
story.
what's
They-
going.
yeah.
I mean,
They pulled it off
if
of
you know,
Battlefront
if you're
too.
playing the game, you already know what's going on.
I mean, but they pulled it off of Battlefront too. I mean,
was
they
there,
pulled-
there was no campaign.
there
was
was
a
there was a
campaign. There was-
campaign, but there wasn't a linear story. It's just more like, hey, this is what's going on in the main movies. While this is why you're
Right.
doing this.
Like you
Well,
just
I
go
mean-
to different war zones, and then they finally breached onto like the movies where it had you attacking the Jedi Temple or whatever.
And then you just unlock maps.
Yeah. And then there was also Galactic Conquest, which I'm sad they don't have that in there either. Like, there's no single player stuff you can do really.
But here's the thing, fuck Trevor. So this happened about 2 minutes now, and I've been thinking about what I'm gonna say. So Trevor just took a selfie, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was sending something to my girlfriend.
Yeah, well, fuck her, but
I'm sure he does.
well, I need to ask this because I don't understand. Is people make a face, right?
Yeah.
Trevor, make that face for me. They're not gonna see it. Who cares?
No, it's just like it's moment of expression to my girlfriend. So
What was
it's
the
like-
expression?
it was
What were you
just-
trying to
it was
convey?
just like, nah. Just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't even remember the face I made.
It's fucking
just do?
pathetic, though.
You turned into Kermit the Frog.
I know.
That's
it's like,
none of my business.
It's
Funny
what,
Redman.
yeah, it's what happens when Trevor gets scared in the corner. He just talks like Kermit the Frog. It's a defensive reaction.
she just sent me a Snapchat back, by the way.
Oh, let's show everybody.
wait,
Show
wait.
everybody. No.
Screenshot it and we'll put it on the Facebook page.
Yes. It'll be our title
Wait,
card.
we have a Facebook page?
More Nerds Than Mike does have a Facebook page.
And
Can
the
we please
YouTube
edit this
Yeah,
part out?
Facebook.com/morenerds.
Can we please edit this part out? Put it in a deleted change for our Patreon supporters. Yeah, for the patrons. No,
Yeah, everything. Delete everything. The whole podcast.
This podcast is shit, guys.
Let's restart it.
We have to do some reshoots, man.
Yeah.
Reshoots on
Some
Get
Reshoots
some B-roll in there.
on a mic.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Why not get video?
We need to get ambiance.
Wait, it's quiet for 30 seconds, you know. I feel like that's enough. But yeah, I think we're done here for today. How about you guys?
Yeah. You all are wearing the same shoes.
Holy shit.
Converse.
Yeah.
You guys got
Except for
issues.
Ryan, because he's different and like Speed Racer.
And Keimon. Hey.
Speed
Racer's a great
movie.
Thank you for calling me out, Michael.
Yeah, you're welcome. man.
It's all out of love.
I just want to know the thought process behind it because I don't understand how normal people work. Where there's I don't get how the you didn't think about it, right?
No.
You didn't think like this is the face
We
I'm
gotta
gonna do right now.
All right.
We
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
shoot.
you gotta
We
go.
gotta shoot to get
shit.
to.
Ow! High five.
All right.
Bash
Hate
before
stuff.
I get so fucking.
I do that a lot.
I high five.
You're
people
high
who-
five.
How? You're
Yeah.
shorter than me, Kevin.
Yeah, I am shorter than you.
And how do you beat your? Can I help you?
Don't talk to Kevin like that.
You want to get tickled?
It doesn't work on me anymore.
It does work, but you still keep.
You all used it all up.
No.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
but thank you, audience, for joining us on this podcast. Like I said, you can follow us
So
on
wait,
Facebook.
how many viewers are we at now?
See you guys.
About like 10 consistent viewers.
10.
They all part of our
Where are
family.
the double digits?
Including Matt's mom, who pays us.
One of them is my
Wait, what?
brother.
Your brother listens to us?
Yeah.
And thank you
parents
to
sold-
Applebee's for sponsoring us the new 2 for $20 menu with tons of different options to mix and match for your eating pleasure. Was that good, Applebee's? Did we get it?
No. We
Hold on,
didn't
I'll
get
call
it.
the- I'll
But
call
we
the
got,
Apple-
you
I'll
know,
call
we
the
got
Applebee's, right?
Crunchyroll, where the anime comes out a day after.
Hold on, I'm calling Applebee's. You want me to put it on speaker?
Sure, go ahead, do it.
Hold on.
Why are we?
Is this like an epilogue? What's going on?
I'm calling Applebee's about our sponsorship.
Sponsorship.
Shut up. Everyone shut up. Hey, yeah, I'm part of the More Nerds Than with hold on. I'm part of the More Nerds Than Mike's podcast, and we just did a plug. I called you about that about a week ago, and I was just wondering if it went through, if the check went through.
I'm not fully sure on which step. I know you called us about a week ago, and you thought something about a pot step. Sorry, you're breaking up.
I'm breaking. Yeah. Anyway, I'll email you about it later. Cause I think the check bounced. Yeah. Anyway, I'll call you about it later, man.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah. It's cool, man. All right. Bye.
Okay, is that still recording? Did I get going?
Yes.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah, right,
yeah.
yay!
Our check bounce.
Please email Applebee's
Telling us
about
to
yeah,
sponsor.
if you want us to stay on the. If you also go to Applebee's if you want us to stay on the air, support the podcast.
Yeah, very true, very true. Eat at Applebee's.
Yes.
College kids gotta survive.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
So long.
Bye.
Speed Racer's better.